Hey boys and girls, all right, today in math we are doing orders of operations. We are in chapter 7, lesson 2. As you probably remember before, we're going to be using the formula of PEMDAS, all right? We're going to be looking at, this is the order in which we operate a long math problem. We're going to do parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, adding, and subtracting in this order. To begin, you're going to look at one of your problems. As I do this, please write this down as well. And when you do this, again, there's going to be multiple brackets, multiple parentheses that we're going to need to talk about as well. All right, so here's how we need to begin. Well, first, we're always going to begin with the parentheses, all right? So in here, now that we're within the parentheses, we need to take this down, okay? We're going to be doing this parentheses first, all right? So Miss Adams knows that 4 to the second power is 4 times 4, all right? So Miss Adams brought that down. I'm doing my parentheses first. Now I can do the exponent within the parentheses. Well, Miss Adams knows the 4 times 4 is 16. So now I'm going to rewrite out my problem. All right, I did the parentheses, so I'm going to leave that for a minute because then we're going to go back to that, all right? So now that I have solved for my exponents within my parentheses, because I looked at my parentheses first and I said, oh no, I have a multiplication and an exponent problem. Ms. Adams goes and looks, she needs to do her exponent first. That's where I got my 4 times 4, all right? Then I need to multiply it by 2, all right? Because then I'm doing my multiplication next within my parentheses. Ms. Adams knows that 2 times 16 is 32. I'm able to now, all right, put this, all right, in with the rest of my math. Well, when I go look back up, I have an adding and a division left. If I look at PEMDAS, I'm going to divide before I even add. So 32 divided by 8 is 4, all right? So Miss Adams can do that part first. It's 4. Bring down my 28 to add, and then I am left with 32. All right, we're gonna look at another problem here together that's a little more simple. All right, for example, sometimes there won't be parentheses or brackets or anything like that. Sometimes you'll be given an equation just like this. So you will have 12 times 4 plus 10 plus 8. Miss Adams, anytime she goes to do this, she's gonna write her PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, adding, and subtracting. There are no parentheses, so I cross it out. There's no exponents, so I cross it out. There is multiplication. I see 2 sets of multiplication, so therefore I'm going to bracket these 2, all right? It's okay to go in and add brackets like that. 12 times 4 is 48. I need to bring down my sign, which is a plus. 10 times 8 is 80. All right, now that I've done my multiplication, I don't have any division, and I can cross those out because I've used them. Now I get to add. So 48 plus 80 is 128. All right, like I said, it's okay to go add these brackets just so you can put them in groupings because I knew I needed to multiply. All right, I'm going to show you one more problem here. All right, here I have 5 times 92 minus 18. Miss Adams is going to write her PEMDAS before the problem. When I'm writing my PEMDAS, do I have parentheses? Yes. All right. Even though they're subtracting here, I need to do this parenthesis work first. 92, all right, minus 18. I'm going to need to set up like this to be 74. All right, then I can bring my multiplication sign down and my number that's left. Boys and girls, it is confusing because earlier in this math, I went to the parentheses first over here and then did the multiplication before. or I did my exponents before I multiplied. That's because once I get into the parentheses, I start my PEMDAS back over. So, if needed. So, now that I'm in my parentheses, I pretend this is only the problem, and now there's nothing else but subtracting. That's why I can subtract. Now I go to outside my parentheses because I've already used it. I don't have any exponents here, so I can cross out my exponents. Now I'm left with multiplication. 74 times 5. I'm going to put my 0, my plus 2, 37. So my answer would be 370. All right, boys and girls, here are 2 problems for you to try tonight for homework. 12 plus your parentheses in 4 to the 2nd power minus 11. And your next problem is going to be 7 times 10 plus 3 times 30. Remember to be using your PEMDAS every single time. See you tomorrow.